Hello everyone, I'm Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a payday routine. This is my first paycheck for November. So if you're new to these videos, I usually just I have a spreadsheet that I use on Google Sheets, and I try to figure out where the funds are all going to go from each paycheck. And also I usually take this time to reflect on spending so far this month, sometimes pay off the balance on my credit card. It all just kind of depends on like where things are and what I need to do. But I know I need to check in with spending because I haven't fully even put everything in my daily app that I use, the Buddy app. It's a budgeting app that is free to use. It has some paid options, but I just use all the free options. But that is what I'm gonna have to do first. So one thing that is happening now is that I'm starting to buy Christmas gifts, and I'm really trying to track them better of how much I'm spending. And so I make sure I'm like, I have a better idea of actually what I need to budget and things like that. This year I'm crocheting a bunch of gifts. So I did make a big order on Joann of a bunch of yarns while they had like a little sale going on. And the majority of those are for Christmas gifts, and I got like multiple options for some, but they're not all Christmas gifts. So I need to go through like my order and actually figure out what is for sure for a Christmas gift and then what is not, because I'm not gonna let myself take all of that out of like the Christmas fund if I'm not actually using it for Christmas. First things we need to do, I need to check in with all my spending. And then after that, we can actually look at my paycheck that I got and allocate the funds for it. Okay, I just took some time to go through my Buddy app and put in all of my transactions. And I actually split up my transactions. Like I did some shopping at Walmart, but not everything should go in the same category, because Walmart, you can get groceries, you can get all sorts of things. So I kind of split up my one specifically. I split it up into like gifts, groceries, and then like home supplies. That's kind of where I put like anything that I get for myself or things like that. Like you could kind of put like skincare in here, whatever, but in this case I put like lint rollers and a planner that I bought myself. Those are what I put in like my home supply category, and I give myself like a budget for that every month. So it's like sort of not miscellaneous, but sometimes it can act a little bit as miscellaneous as long as it's not like fun spending, which some people might think a planner is fun spending, but I think if you use it and it helps you be more productive, then you can kind of argue that it's not fun. It's not, I don't know. Anyways, not important. Let's go to the November budget on here and we can put my spending in. I'm going to screen record so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I haven't put anything on here yet, so I'm going to pull up my Buddy app just to help me out here. Also, Buddy, if you want to sponsor me, I swear I talk about you in every single one of my budgeting videos, but it's honestly because I really love their app and I only use the free functions on it too. But let me not go talking about them too much here for free, but I'm just joking. But I do use the Buddy app and I have been using it for quite a while now, and it is very useful for me. Okay, so let's start putting in my spending here. So the first thing I'm going to put in here is probiotics. And I count this as medical because it's for my health. And if you don't know, I've been having a lot of like stomach issues and such. I had like scopes done and all sorts of things. That could be a whole nother video if you guys want to hear about my experience or anything. Because let's say it was good, but like there was a little bit of a horror part of the story. But not going to get into that on today's video. This is about my budgeting and my payday routine. So I'm going to split up this into two different parts here. So I'm going to mark this one with a dash maybe and put like gift. Maybe if I can type, just so I know. And then we have groceries. This was hair ties, which like sort of kind of an investment, sort of kind of for Christmas presents, but not all of it. And I probably got way more than I needed to. I definitely got way more than I needed to. So I'm putting those in the fun category. Gas was $31.40. And then these are work expenses. I had to renew my license, even though I just got a license, but it's just how it works. You have to do it every end of even year. So like 2024, 2026. That kind of thing. And liability insurance, that is a yearly pay. These are all things that you forget exist until they come up. Now we got some more yarn. Actually, I'm just gonna put Walmart yarn. I'm kind of doing this backwards than I normally do. Oh well. That's for gifts. So $15.78. And then we have groceries at Walmart. And that was $6.52. And then this is like the TP fund is where this goes. It was a lint rollers, and a planner, putting that in the TP fund, but $15.98. Got a 2-pack of lint rollers too. Then we have a medical bill. This was a copay, I think, but they just billed me through the app for some reason instead of paying me when I was there. This cat is getting on my last nerve. Okay. She's about to sit on my lap. Hopefully she doesn't screw up the audio. This is my SoFi loans, and it's the minimum monthly payment. Gonna come out monthly. It was $427.06. It came out today. Okay, I think that's all the spending so far. Did it already total it for me? Yikes. I was about to be like, that's a lot of spending, but it's because of $427 payment. So it's not as bad as it looks. I was like, holy crap. Okay, $825 so far. With that having my loan payment in it for my private loans, that's not too bad. I still don't know what's going on with my federal loans. I'm a little bit confused. I'm thinking I might need to call just to make sure, because I'm checking them every day. So I feel like that's good enough, because I don't have them on auto pay yet, because right now it says that there's $0 owed, and they've been in their grace period until a couple days ago. They finally switched over, and now it says it's in its repayment plan, but they still say $0 owed, but I selected the 10-year payment plan. So I don't know what's going on with them. I did the traditional plan. I didn't do any save plan or anything like that. No income base, nothing like that. So I don't know if it's just taking a little bit to show me how much is going to be due, but I'm hoping if I keep checking it every day, one day it'll tell me how much is going to be due, because I would assume that it's going to be due like probably this month at some point or the beginning of December. I don't know. Let's go on and pay my credit card bill, which right now has a balance of $383.11. And then there's the pending charge for my medical bill, because I just went and checked that yesterday, so I paid it yesterday. So it's still kind of going through, but everything else has processed. So let's go ahead and make a payment of $383.11. We'll confirm that payment, and okay, obviously that will take a little bit to process. I was gonna say I usually check to make sure I have enough money in the account I was paying with before, but I already know I did, because I put like a stupid amount of money in my checking account because of me not knowing what was happening with my federal loans, because that minimum monthly payment is a lot higher than my private one. So I wanted to make sure I had like a decent chunk of money in there just in case. So yeah. Okay, that's done. We have everything on here for my spending so far, and then we paid my credit card. Now we can go to my payday routine little template here. If you're new, the way that I do budgeting is a little bit differently. I like to be kind of 1 month ahead if you think about it. Some people, the way they budget is they get a paycheck, and then like if you get paid every 2 weeks, that paycheck is to be used for the next 2 weeks, and then you carry over if you have any extra. The way I do it is I stress if I were to do it that way, I would stress. And with my things being so unknown right now, and like more things getting added and whatnot, not everything's just like stable. For the most part, like I don't have like these stable bills that I know. It's kind of like interchanging, and right now I don't have a ton of bills, so I'm using a lot of money to pay off debt. So this is just what's working for me. I don't know if I'll continue this forever, but this is how I do it right now. So basically, if I just get to the point here, what I do is I take my paychecks from the month before and I budget out my like minimum payments, anything that like I know is coming up. So my budget for my spending account, that is taken out from the month before. So I figure out around how much it costs for me to get like my necessities and like my spending amount that I give myself. It's not fun spending, it's like the things I need usually. So I take that amount and I get paid twice a month, every other week, so about twice a month, and I will take half of what I need out of each paycheck, if that makes sense. So here's my first paycheck for the month. I'm gonna take half of what I need to cover my spending amount, and then half of what I need to cover my minimum monthly payments on my loans. So the minimum monthly payments is something new. Before it would just be the spending amount. I'm tracking them separately because I think it works better for my brain, but now we need to figure out what my minimum monthly would be if I had both loans together, which I think I did this on my November budget. So let's check that. Yes, I did. So I have $1,300 is what it would cost for my minimum monthlies, and then my spending amount I still have is $950. So my spending amount is still $950, so I can keep my spending amount that comes out as $475. So that is good that can stay that way. I'm gonna zero out some of these just so it's not like going into the zeros. So now we need to put in how much needs to go for the loan minimums. So that's going to be $650 because $1,300. We need to get half of that in there. Sorry, my cat's on my lap and she's making it like hard, and I'm making sure she doesn't bite me and all sorts of things. Okay, so with that we have $698 left over. So now we need to think about some priorities here. So before, what I did was any extra money left over at the end of the month is actually what I put to savings. So I have not been budgeting any amounts towards my savings. I'm thinking about changing that because what I've been noticing is now not much money is going to savings, and I really should prioritize putting some money there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a little bit into savings here. So we'll do 25. That's better than nothing here. And then investments. Oh yeah, I need to put something to that. We're gonna put 150 to investments. That leaves me with 523. I'm gonna put 500 extra to my one loan. So I feel like it all adds up, but I always am like, I don't want to put a stupid amount towards something. So I'm gonna put $5 towards vacation, and then the thing is, I should just move it over now, and then I can't, you know, that's what I should do. Then it's already there. Oh, not 4,000. Okay, here is the plan. The way this works, the spending amount and the loan minimum monthly stay in my SoFi account until the next month. So that stays in there. So I'm gonna put in here, we're gonna keep a total down here. So it's gonna be this, oops, I need to put sum of this and this is staying in here. Then we take the rest and actually do what we're going to do with it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go onto the SoFi app, and let's do the savings first. They always say pay yourself first. Your investments, your savings, all that. Everything that we're doing is helping get our net worth increasing. We're putting money to investments. We're paying off extra to our loan. We're putting money in savings. So that is what we're doing today. So we have this money in the checking. So we're going to put $5 to vacation fund. Better than nothing, right? That's also shouldn't be like a top priority, you know, because we should do other things first. But, you know, I don't spend a ton of money on myself, so I'm okay putting a little money towards this. So $5 going from checking to, I actually called it cruise, this sinking fund, because it's gonna be a cruise. It's to celebrate my sister's graduation. I think we're all choosing to do it. My microphone was inside my shirt that whole time. I hope it wasn't muffled. We're choosing to do this cruise a little bit later so that we all have time to save money for it and don't all go into more debt for it. So we're pushing it back a little bit. So $5 to that. Now let's put $40 to car. I do need to start putting more to this because one, I do want to get a car in the future, and two, you know, things come up with cars. I need new brakes and I need to put snow tires on, things like that. So I do need to start like planning for that to make sure I have enough to cover those expenses, and then it's not going to completely empty out the savings account because that kind of defeats the purpose of me trying to save for a car. So we're going to go from checking to car, $40, confirm, and that is done. So easy to do that. Okay, now we have to go onto my computer because let's go to Fidelity here. I have not been prioritizing my Roth IRA because I've been so focused on paying off my loan, but we're just going to do it here. We're just going to go ahead and put $150 to it. It's been a little bit since I put this much at once. So $150, continue. Oh shoot, I almost took $150 out. No, I want to put it, I almost just withdrew from my Roth IRA. Not what I want to do. Okay, going from my bank account into the Roth IRA, $150. Okay, that is done. Next, I'm going on to the website that I use to pay my private loans. And what did we say? We're going to put 500 to it, 500 extra dollars to it. And we're going to put it all towards one loan instead of like my minimum monthlies obviously are going to both loans. This is going to just go to the one loan that is the 5-year term loan. It was my higher interest rate, higher balance loan, and now it is still my highest interest obviously, but it's a lower balance. It still says there's an amount due. I just think it's still processing, that's why. You already took my money. Okay, so technically this is loan 2 on here, so we're gonna put $500 to it. I I don't know why this is making me nervous. It's like, warning, you've already signed up for auto debit. By selecting submit button, you will be scheduling additional payments. Yes, I know, but then it's also making me hit another box. It's like, by selecting a payment amount that does not satisfy your total amount due for each loan, your amount may become past due, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to be past due. You guys already are processing the money out of my account. Like, I'm on auto pay. They're trying to scare me or something. It's just because I've made a payment on this loan before already, like during this bill cycle. So it has shown that it's like a zero balance, even though like more is going to come out, but the other one hasn't processed yet. So it thinks I'm paying the wrong loan, basically, is what's happening, but it's not the case. Anyways, we just put another 500 to it. Now let's update my Buddy app, and then we'll update my little spending to match everything that we just did. So we put $500 to that loan extra, and we also put $150 to my Roth IRA, and then we put, oh, I forgot to put in my payment. So it's like, oh, you're in the negative, but it's because I didn't put in my paycheck in here. Do I usually track where I put savings? I don't think so. Not on here usually. Okay, I just have to add these in on here, so I'll screen record again. Again, you might hear my cat. She's purring currently. She's a happy kitty right now. But I'm gonna put on here my Roth IRA. I put 150 to it, and then we did an extra loan payment for my SoFi loan, which was $500. Nice. And now that is all of that spending. We're at $1,478. Okay, that is done. The last thing I need to do is track my spending for Christmas somewhere, because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to track it and then like mark off if I like reimburse myself, because I have my Christmas sinking fund, and I need to track when I like actually reimburse myself and such. I think last month I reimbursed myself for 2 of my gifts. Okay, I made a little Google Sheets spreadsheet thing, and I'm not going to show it just because it's going to give away all the gifts, and it's not anything extraordinary. Maybe I'll show it like in my next video or something, but like block things. Basically, I just kind of made a thing that said like what the gift was, who it was for, how much it was, and then if I reimburse myself or not, like yes or no. So there's like 3 little things that I haven't, not little things, but some of these like I can't split up who it's for because I got a bunch of yarn and I don't feel like doing the math of everything separately, so I don't really need to anyways. But right now from this month, there's, let's see, so there's $83.28 I didn't reimburse myself from this month. So I think I'm gonna wait till the end of the month to like fully reimburse myself everything, unless it like becomes an issue with paying for things, which I don't think is going to. And then actually from 2 months ago, I think from September, I think there's like $24 or something. I don't know the exact amount, but I know that I got stuff for Christmas and I just never reimbursed myself. I think I'm going to end up reimbursing myself with that, but we'll see. I tried to do the math. I think it was $23.76. So if I add that in, let's see, $23.67. It definitely says 67. I just flipped my numbers. That's $106.95. So I'm gonna wait all the way till the end, because if a little hack that I'm doing with this is that if I don't need the money to like cover for something or whatever, it's either gonna go to a different savings account or it's gonna go to my loan or something like that. So I'm just gonna leave it all there for now and it'll add up. And as long as I'm still good, I won't transfer any over for myself, but we'll see what ends up happening. I feel like that was kind of like a long-winded video. I was trying to like organize everything, but I think I have a pretty good plan for how I'm gonna organize my Christmas gifts too, so that makes me feel better. I organized my paycheck and I allocated funds that needed to be allocated, so that's good. Everything that's left in there is just money all that's going to be moved over next month, and then my next paycheck I will, you know, get the rest of the money. And then I think my next 3 paycheck month is January. I'm looking forward to that, to see what I do with my extra paycheck. I don't know. I'm hoping that January can be a low spend month too, because I feel like it's a great time to do it after the holidays and everything. Just chill out because you're spending a bunch of money on Christmas and everything. So I'm hoping it can be a low spend month that month, and then I'll have tons of money left over that I can make some gains on my loans and my savings goals and everything. So I'm just kind of getting excited for the future, looking forward to things. But anyways, I need to get moving. I'm glad I finally finished this video. I've been trying to film it for a couple days, but I've been so busy with work. My alarm's going off to remind me to hurry up. I need to get ready for work. Actually, it's the morning and I haven't gone to work yet, so I just kind of got up and got this video filmed real quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what aspects of the way that I budget that you like or what you don't like, or maybe comment down below like what you use, what techniques you use for other people that are looking for different ways to budget and do their payday routines, because everybody's going to have a different routine. I'm just sharing with you what I do. So that would be kind of interesting to see what all you guys do, or what aspects you like or don't like about the way that I budget. But if you do decide to stick around and subscribe, then I'll see you in my next video. Bye!